50 odd points lower is where the Nifty is currently, around the 24,200 print, so sub the 24,300 level in trade. Other than that, Bajaj Finance, I guess, is going to be the top mover today on the index. That stock should come up for you on your screens. And there you go, a 2% uptick is what you're seeing on Bajaj Finance as we speak right now. But other than that, there are so many other stocks which are also in news. Tata Consumer, the Q4 numbers were largely in line with estimates. Their foods business organic revenue was higher by 17%, but that stock is down a good 4% actually as we speak. I mean, to be fair, yes, FMCG has been on the uptick, but I didn't expect this 4% of a slash on Tata Consumer, to be honest. Other than that, there's LTI Mindtree. Their EBIT margin was flat, but they're confident of the Q1 being a growth quarter. Still, the stock is lower by about 1% or so. Biocon, the board has approved a fundraise of about almost 4,500 crore rupees via NCDs and QIP. So that's the other stock which is going to be in focus. There's Dalmia Bharat. The numbers are largely in line with the estimate margins of about almost 19.4%. Big move on Dalmia Bharat. 3.25% higher for this stock as we speak right now. Persistent Systems, the constant currency revenue growth was above estimates. They're very optimistic about this 2 billion revenue mark by FY27. That stock as well has gapped up. 5,300 now on Persistent Systems. That's a good 3% higher. Rallis, of course, was a disappointment. That stock has slashed about almost 6% in trade. And then, of course, there is Adani Green as well, which has inked that 1250 megawatt PPA with the UP Power Corporation for supply of hydro projects. So that's the other stock in focus. Thyrocare, their EBITDA has seen a big jump up of 73%. Margins have expanded to almost about 31%. A gap up start for Thyrocare, 10.5% higher. We're going to be speaking with the management as well in the due course of the show. So these stocks are the ones which are holding out. There's Vedanta, which is considering the US listing for its Zambian unit. And then UCO Bank, wherein the board is going to be meeting on the 28th of this month. Other than earnings, they're also going to be looking at some fundraising either via QIP or the FPO route. That stock is well higher by about 0.5%. But it's a very tempered, sedate sort of start. Yes, there are movers, but that's largely very earnings or news specific as such. Kunal, does it seem like today is going to be a day of consolidation?
Yeah, it looks like a day of a bit of a rest for the markets, but I think that should be only for the first half. In the second half, you're bound to see a lot of price action move because of the expiry action today, and especially given the fact that we are trading at much higher levels, and the recovery in this second half of this expiry has been pretty much stellar. So I think in that context, you might probably expect the markets to be a little bit more volatile in the second half. But yeah, I think 24,000 mark is something which I would believe the market should hold on to for a good part of the day. In terms of the opening trade, I would look at Bajaj Auto. That's a chart which has started to look attractive, nearing a breakout about that 8,000 plus mark, which had been a resistance of sorts for Bajaj Auto.
Okay. That's that in Bajaj Auto. It's a tempered start, a lot of earnings and news specific reactions. But let's figure out what the overall market texture is looking like. And Venugopal Garg